Alright, so I got a bunch of crafts, arts and crafts, so I'm going to show you guys how to build a basket with little extra gifts. I decided to just do this for, the fun of it. Later on, I'm just going to eat it. So, I bought a couple of arts and crafts from Michaels. These were actually on sale at the moment. Originally, they were about $9.99. They're on sale for about $5 each. So I got two, $10. So what I'm gonna be doing with these is just basically covering the intel of the basket. Um, I'm gonna get to that in a little bit apart. I got these from the dollar store since they were $1 each. I was gonna buy them from Michaels, but they were about $5 a piece, a bag. So secondly, these I'm just gonna waste them. So why not just buy them cheaper? So decided to get some brown ones to kind of match the background of the basket along with a pink one, as the theme is Valentine's Day. Today is Valentine's Day, so that's what I'm preparing at the moment. I did buy a bag. You can actually buy the yellow bags where you could just cut and wrap it together. This one makes it easier since it's already pre-shaped as a bag for the basket, and you do have to measure the size of the basket along with the items that you're going to be placing inside this basket. So I did get a 25-inch tall in height as well as a 22-inch in width. So there's about 6 pieces in these. I'm not sure exactly how much these were. I think $4 possibly, but it's not a bad deal. I did get some little um, what is these called? Ribbons. Brain fart. So ribbons. Decided to get this little design since it's Valentine's. I was thinking about getting red, but I noticed these pink one actually kind of gives a more vibrant detail to what I'm putting together. So and that, let's see, got the receipt. You don't need to know how much I spent on it. This basket was actually $6.99, so $7. Okay, so basically just gonna cut this off or break it. Let me see if I can find my picture I just had. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is start opening up the little bag. So opening one by one. So we want to start off is place the brown little decorative shreds. You can actually do these at home. It's a bunch of paper, a bunch of cardboards. You can just cut it up in pieces. But if you don't have the time, like I don't have that time, I decided to just purchase it. Why not? It's easier. I mean, it's cost effective, but less time consuming. So I'm basically just gonna throw it in there. I think I bought a little bit too much. I mean, imagine how small this basket is. So now to that, I'm gonna add the pink little shreds. So you wanna just move it around in places, spread it out. You can actually mix the brown ones together along with the pink ones to give it more like a different kind of color to it. So as you can see, it's fine. Guess I didn't really need this one. So we're gonna get one of these bags out since there's 6 of them. Don't really need that many, but the design as like a little white dots all around. I decided to go that way instead of just a clear, transparent look. I wanted to give it a design at least, so it kind of pops out to the human eye. Keep misplacing my scissor. So you do that. You don't want to cut the whole entire bag. Just cut it a little bit and just cut an opening so that way you can actually reclose it if you need to. So I'm just gonna cut the little section. So basically what I mean is just like this. Get one out if you can. If not, you might have to take out the whole entire thing and grab one out and put the rest back in. So let's see how this looks. It is kind of tall. So what you can do with this is you can get a blow dryer. or a heat gun and kind of shrink it to the size that you want. This is actually my first time doing this, so my first attempt. Hopefully it does come out well. Not a guarantee. So if it comes out ugly, please let me know. I will definitely know if it does come out ugly. No one's really perfect, but you can always try, right? So what I'm gonna do now is I want to set one of these in place. So we create like a little design, somewhat like a barrier. So I'm thinking about going with pink. We're just gonna go with red. But you know, I think this one might be a little bit more, you know, nicer to the eye. It does have a little bit of gold threads to it. It reflects against the sunlight. Actually, it's not gold. It looks gold, but silver. So when you open this up, it is gonna spread out. It's, let's see, the length of this is about 9.5 inch to 19 feet. So basically, I just need to get some out and then just put it back in this plastic container. If I can. If not, it's not necessary. So what I'm gonna do is just wrap this around, just create a little extra barrier to make it look nicer. So I'm just gonna cut basically a rectangle and then cut another rectangle out. So if you can, just try to measure it out and then kind of cut the other piece the same length. So that way you have two of the same lengths and the design is actually not out of place. So what I'm gonna do now is kind of get the same length of it. You don't have to actually try to measure it out exactly. Just cut it out to how long you want it to look. And then once you cut it out, that's when you match up the length together, and that this piece you'll cut in half. So basically I'm just gonna match it out together, the length of it, and just cut it in half. So I mean, you can just wrap it around if you want to, but I decided not to.
Yeah.
Dito na ba?
Ito yung gagawa mo.
Dito na ba?
Eh, batik na.
Dit.
Ang aso.
Sorry, we had a little bit of interruption. We can do cut it in half. So what I'm gonna do now is cut this piece in half. So what I mean earlier is what I'm planning on doing is just basically place it outwards, and the other section also do the same, the other end. So kind of create like a, how do you say this, triangular effect to it. So since you got this whole basket in, you want to just lay it right underneath, just like that. Same thing with the other side. See how I got it? So when you place all the other items, it's basically just there. So do the same with this side. Place this right underneath. See, it creates like a luminous effect to it, so it doesn't seem to, you know, look too plain. So now I'm gonna gather the items that I purchased. I'm gonna actually eat them later. So you want to spread out the little items that you have and see what you want to place first. So what I'm thinking about doing is placing big items in the front. Then I will decide to place the little hearts right on the other side, as well as place the bigger heart, the Ferrero, on the back end. So now I also have these little heart shapes designs. which I'm gonna place right in the front. So I also got these little chocolates, the lid. So you want to place them out in this section, so it kind of covers almost all the whole entire area. Um, the last piece what I'll probably do is put this Ferrero. It's a huge one. Somewhere else. So, dude got a little rose. I'm thinking where I should place it. I'm thinking right in the middle. I think that doesn't look too bad. So now I have this other piece that I'll probably place right here. And then, you know what? Let's place this there. Let's see where this heart goes. It's kind of a little difficult because this furrow is huge. So let's see what we can do. I think it is a little bit harder because this is pretty big. I think I would just place that back in or right over here. Place it there. Doesn't make much of a difference where it is exactly. And then I will place this other one here. So it kind of has that little luminous effect to it. I did want it to create a backdraw to this portion, kind of go around it, but you know what? This is my first time, so I will probably basically just create a ribbon right in front. Like that, and then create the other ribbon as I wrap it up. So we'll do that. Let's create a length, create a bow. Hopefully it's long enough. Okay, so I think this might be long enough. So I will wrap this around it, and then we are just gonna tie it together in place, and then create. Now if you want, you can double knot it again one more time, so that way it doesn't come off. So once you double knot it, it's basically staying in place. So just like that. So you want to readjust the ribbon so it's either covering this area right there, just like that. Just gonna cover the wrapping of this basket round, and I will create a ribbon. Pretty simple, easy, even though this is actually my first time. Hey, you never know, your first attempt could actually go really well or a disaster. So I think I made it a little bit too short. But I think it should be fine as is a little bit short. So I was hoping to create a nice looking ribbon, but maybe what I could probably do is, you do have some staples, you can staple it together, or if not, you could just leave it the way it is. You can just thinking just doing it like that. Wish I did have staples. Fortunately, I do not. If you have some paperclip, it'll work as well. Also, unfortunately, I don't have any. I didn't think I would actually, you know, make this today. So, I could probably do. Actually, I do have a paperclip. I did just manage to find one. So what I will do right now is, let's see if I could just, I was hoping to just create a bow for this, but unfortunately it's not going as planned. So what? Actually, you know what? Maybe I can. Just gonna create a small little bow. Most likely that might work. Okay, so basically I just got a little small bow. Maybe I should have decided to just create a little loop. Uh, it isn't really easy. Thinking about maybe just wrapping this whole thing up together in place or not. I think it'll be fine. It's not much of a huge difference. I think I might have missed some couple candies. No, actually I did. So Russell Stover, we'll probably just put this in place, but it doesn't really look right with the way how it is. I think it should be fine. Yeah, I think that should be good enough. I was gonna add more, but I think it's good as it is. So think about putting this on in place, but let's see how it looks, because I'm not sure exactly if this will fit nicely or look correct. If not, I will most likely just use transparent one. So let me get that to its point. Of course, you're gonna wrap it up. So you're gonna have to shrink this a little bit so it actually kind of wraps all in place. I will most likely just create a long ribbon for this. I think I need one just long enough so it kind of drags down. Oh, it drags down, but it's gone. Okay, so maybe this might be enough or this much. I think this should be good. You would think that they would actually give you more, but they don't. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is just tie it up as a ribbon. Hopefully it's long enough. We'll see how this works, how it all plays out. Okay, so let's see. If you're very crafty, this should be very easy for you. Even in my first attempt, it seems to go well. Just playing it out as it is. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, literally, hey, for something like this at the store, you would probably most likely spend $70 to $100. I'm not sure exactly how much, depending on what the container actually has inside the basket. It would have been nice if I did make it longer, but unfortunately, it's okay. And well, you can make another ribbon go down. Actually, I'm just gonna use the rest. Why not? I mean, it's not like I'm gonna use it for anything else. So what I'm gonna do now is just create a loop right under, so it gives the effect that there is a long braided bow. So just like this. Simple, right? So give that little effect that you have that look. You have an extra bow just down there. And that's that. I mean, all now we have to do is just shrink it and it should be good. Simple, quick and easy. Let me get the rest of the things for this. Okay, so let's continue. We're gonna shrink it. Set it on low heat, the lowest heat as possible, and go at a distance. Hopefully it shrinks a little bit more. You know, I'm guessing this isn't the shrinkable one. Oh, it does take some time. It is shrinking, but it's taking its time. Okay, so you get an idea. Once it's shrunken, that's about it. And that's how you make a basket. Now, time to eat it. Good luck, guys, and enjoy.